Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Pali's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight, we're going to be looking at one of the finest men's fragrances ever. This is Giorgio Armani Eau pour Homme, which came out in 1984. To me, this fragrance defines Giorgio Armani's men's line. The version I have is the 2013 formulation. This is a classic fragrance that every vintage lover should have on its shelf. It's magic or memories in a bottle for many, many people. It is a refreshing, energizing scent for a vibrant man who wants to achieve during his days. I also find it is simple but complex. And by this, I mean it's complex in its composition for a citrus fragrance, but it is simple to wear. It almost seems to clear one's thoughts and transport one back to more pleasurable memories. This bottle that I have is, like I said, the most recent formulation, and I believe there's been one other formulation. The information on it is a little bit vague, but the original formula, which I have never tried, the vintage formula, seems to be quite different from my research. I'm just going to take the cap off and give it a blast. So the initial opening is one of the finest, maybe the finest citrus opening I've ever smelled. It's somewhat of a sharp, but it's a gorgeous lemon citrus blast that only lasts several minutes. But the DNA remains several minutes later. It smooths out, and it has a bit of this gorgeous, sour, sweet citrus stink, which I love, that a lot of the vintage fragrances have. As a couple hours pass, you get a little bit of soapiness, a little bit of spiciness, becomes a little more floral, really starts to round out as it develops, and it just increases in its appeal as it starts to dry down. Later on, several hours later, after that, it seems to be injected with a little bit of woodiness, mossiness, and musky nuances that create a great balance and harmony to this fragrance. There's no doubt that this fragrance is very classy, sophisticated, and a masculine citrus scent that I still think in the year 2100 people will be wearing. As for the notes, top notes are lemon, bergamot, mandarin orange, green orange, and basil. The middle notes are lavender, nutmeg, carnation, jasmine, lily, rose, and cinnamon. The base notes are oak moss, vetiver, cedar, musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. So there are quite a few notes in a fragrance like this. For citrus, it's quite uncommon to have 15, 16 notes. Two of these notes I just briefly want to mention. The first one is carnation, which of course is a flower, which is also known as pink clove. It adds a spicy floral scent to a fragrance. It has a clove backbone to it, carnation, and it's kind of a scent or a note that is beaming with life. So it adds a lot to a fragrance in terms of its vibrancy. The next note I want to talk about is lemon. Everybody, of course, knows lemon is a citrus. And to a fragrance, it's sweet, it's sour, it's aromatic, it's energizing, and it's exciting. And it can transport one back to like a youthful time in their life. And this is where the energizing aspect comes in with lemon and a fragrance like this. Final thoughts. This is an absolute masterpiece. This is a 10 out of 10 for a citrus aromatic scent. Again, always try before you buy, because some people maybe say there's this so-called old man smell, which I really am not sure what that scent is. I think it's more of the sharp lemon citrus notes. As they dry down, people kind of get this citrus musky smell that they associate with older men for whatever reason. I really don't get that. I think it's actually quite like that refreshing lemon smell is very appealing. The performance on this was very good for me. I got about 5-6 hours. The older bottles, from my research, you got great performance. But this is a timeless masterpiece that deserves its title. Like I said, decades and decades from now, people are still going to be wearing this, and for good reason, because it is something that transcends fads or any type of trends in perfumery, and it's just an extremely solid scent that hits the mark on all points. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, notification bell. Any comments, questions, or experience you have with this wonderful fragrance by Giorgio Armani, leave them down below and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.